Well, just had a burger and a bottle of pop, paid for by a subscriber I met last year, Steve, thank you very much. I just bumped into Diversion Bob from Clitheroe. Nice to see him. There's another chap as well that recognised me, but I didn't know him. I'm in first. Yes. Try and get there. I'm trying to avoid running over any more little stumps. There you go. I think I just did do. Oh, a train. I'll check when I get home where the line runs, Hebden Bridge. Does it run to York or what? It's not part of the Keighley and Howarth thing, even though they're fairly close by. Did I mention, when I was filming the Railway Children video, that mate of mine down in London is in touch with Sally Tom, said, that lovely blonde. Well, in Railway Children she had brown hair. I thought that noise was my bike then, it's them scooters chugging away. Yeah, and he was chatting, I chatted to her on Twitter. I said, is it really her? She said, yeah, she talks to fans quite happily. So I had a chat with her and I sent her the video. So did you have a nice time in Orkworth? I said, yeah. I said, you can watch my video if you like. Thank you. Very decent of you all been. Yeah, so it's been a pleasant day. Not going on the Burnley Road. I'll have to go up here, turn around that circle and then go up as I'm going on the country road. Unless I do go back on the Burnley Road, but yeah, that's a road, isn't it? To Howarth and Keighley and all that. Keighley Howarth 6033. That's the one I missed last time when I was coming through here to go to it. I didn't see that bloody sign, and I ended up going to Halifax, about 10 miles up the road. What's the traffic like up here? A few vintage vehicles ahead. There could have been a bit of an incident then, because Steve and Bob and me were talking. I just bought I got a raging thirst, so I bought a bottle of orange Fanta, and there was a Volkswagen sort of camper, you know, then with an open back door, like a Volkswagen camper pickup truck, and it was only hand painted black on the metalwork with a wooden surround. And the lad came up, excuse me, would you like me to lean on your vehicle? That's my dad's. I said, oh sorry, and he was leaning with his bare elbow. And I thought, should I have said something? It's only hand painted. I suppose you had a point, you don't lean on vehicles, but it's a bare elbow, not bloody a scratchy jacket with zips on. And why say it like that? So I had to give him a smack it nose. There's always some gobshites. Just say it politely. I mean, if someone were leaning on my bike, say, excuse me, oh, probably, oh, sorry mate, which is what Steve said. I don't remember all these lights. I'm not sure how long this battery will last. It's the cheap eBay one I got. It's an old building, isn't it? Old gate. Yeah, I could murder a pint. I've got a raging thirst. We're walking around in the heat. I did finally take my jacket off, but Although that's what Ian said, you should drink water, not pop, and still be as thirsty as ever drinking pop. But it has water in it, doesn't it? So, to turn right up here, to go right, far left, you know. Pay attention, I was letting you out then. So, as it said, no right turn, yep. There shouldn't be much traffic on that road, and hopefully there won't be any huge potholes to bounce down. Is there going to be a long line of traffic to turn around at? Oh, not so bad that way. And not so bad this way. So it's been a good day out, nice loot round, met 2 pleasant subscribers. Had a free burger and a drink from Steve. I forgot where he said he's from, very sorry. I was saying he had his camcorder with him. I said, have you not got an actual channel? Because I've not seen any comments from a Steve. And he said no, he doesn't understand how to set it up. I said, well, that's what I will like till someone show me. Although I forgot exactly how I did it now. My ears are still bloody popping, it must be with this. I'll turn left here, I think so. With its altitude. Oh, that was that nice view. I stopped to have a look last time, I'm not doing it again. What's that? Either a wick thing or a fibre off my buff. Oh, sorry, no view. I could leave a link to last year's journey home. Oh, is that a wrong turn? I don't remember coming this way. Oh. Well, it's interesting though. Let's continue up this bumpy hill. Look at these old houses. Bloody hell, it's like that Horvish advert. Buy a loaf of bread at top of hill. I'll indicate left. So it must have been that right turn. So we're not coming this way for a year. I'm rather dazed and confused. I'm going to turn that step upside down so it whirs evenly. Quaint this is. Ancient cobbled street. Wonder all the buildings are. Early 1700s. I bet this turns into a river at times of heavy rainfall. No date stones at all, is there? Was that the turn I should have gone up? I don't remember making a sharp turn last year. Must be. Tell you what, I'll go back, look at that nice view and then turn round again, and looks like it is an immediate turn left. I said to Bob, I'll try not to get lost on my home. I said I shouldn't do because I've been on that road before, but I don't even remember this turn off. I'll turn in here. See, I stopped here last time. You can go to Haworth that way because that's the way I came before, where them cars are at bottom. Nice little valley, isn't it? All them old houses. 4 stories, 3 stories. This is hard work to turn around on. Oh, except for access. So, I wasn't meant to turn off. Yeah, this is a road, this looks more familiar. Oh well, these were in that little cobbled area. Yeah, traffic lights, I remember now. And I think this is where I pulled in that little wavy bit there to have a look at this view last year. This is another of them funny little things. Why have a wide pavement and a narrow road? Just dip into the bloody pavement, make it a single track. You're a bit close then. I should have tooted. Anyway, this is the right road at last. Let's get home. Ooh, fly. Close my visor. See, it goes to a single track there, doesn't it? They're meant to be walking to face oncoming traffic. That's in the highway code, isn't it? Just so in case a dopey driver runs into the back of them and he squishes them. any mileage indications on these signs? Colne at 9 mile, Widdop 4, well that's where that reservoir is. Another one. Well, I'm in no rush. Probably don't even need to pull over, but another one coming now. It's that narrow bit there with the parked cars. And another one. Lovely views, aren't they? It's like some kind of, oh bloody hell, stately home there. Amongst all the dust. Bloody bus coming along here. This is just what I said about making roads wider by scraping into the bloody soil and grass at the side of them. They could easily do it here, couldn't they? A big bulldozer scraped 6 feet away from all this verge, sorted. The hell is that where this road leads up there? Oh, we're down to that bloody hairpin bend now, aren't we, with that church on the nasty bend. As I said last time, I think that church is where people that have crashed have been buried. Nothing behind me. All this purple header coming through on the camera, deep purple. Smoke on the water. I think I did a Tarzan cry last time I was down this way, and it is plugged in. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? That'd be nice, put some wellies on and explore that little stream. Stay in this gear, I think. That's spooky. Little chapel with some graves. No, I decided not to do a Tarzan cry. Livestock in the road. Once I heard a bloody sheep one year. How long have we been coming here now? 5 years. It's still been worth it, I think. Like I said to Steve and Bob, better than sat in the backyard drinking beer and stuff. I don't think I'll be having... Oh, I've got some burgers in the fridge. Mum brought down a couple of burgers and I've got some bread left. Should have another burger. Actually, that one from the stall at the car show was very tasteless. Meat didn't taste of anything, and the onions were very bland. You should fry onions till they're almost burnt. Just a bumpy section. I bet this is like them roads are in the bloody Lake District, just bumpy and dippy with animals to avoid. Let's see, look at that. Is that just subsidence or has a vehicle crashed? Oh, anyway. Probably be home for 5:30, I imagine. Yeah, what's going on here? Very suspicious. cocaine dealers. That was in the paper yesterday. It said a woman saw cocaine deals going down while on a country walk with her dogs and her boyfriend, and they phoned the police on the 101 number, and it said they didn't ring back for 2 hours, and by then the bloody drug dealers had done the deal and gone. And the police said, well, it's low priority number, she should have dialed 999. But I think they're turning a blind eye to cocaine consumption, aren't they? Seeing as there were the reports also in the paper saying a lot of the middle classes are on cocaine, and allegedly even royalty, plus all the musicians that are on it and think nothing of it. Why not just bloody legalise everything so that everyone's off the tits on drugs? What a society we live in. Straight to that, looks like Adrian's wall remains. I did a stop and carry on here last year. I'll just stop at this little lay-by. Dodgy road surface, but why not? Just to savour the surroundings. It'd be nice to just walk around the perimeter of that little water's edge. Have a look at them crags over there. Almost looks man-made, that, with them boulders that have come tumbling down in the past. There's some up here as well. It's just, oh, it's here, isn't it? Let's go off the back and have a look. This is where I was stopping. Yeah, like I said, I stopped last year. I remember now, let's have a look at the dodgy looking crags. Oh, look at that. What if there was a creaky noise and suddenly, rumble, rumble, and it started crumbling towards me. They're actually on a map. It shows the ridges on the big scale map I've got, 2.5 inch to a mile. I think they have a name as well. If you went on a walk, you could bring a crowbar with you and get a couple moving down here. Wouldn't be very wise if they hit a family in a car. See if they'd tumble all the way into the reservoir. Silly sod, not about. And my ears are still popping. It's lack of coffee and biscuits, that's why my ears are popping. I tried holding my nose and swallowing a lot while I was walking around with Steve and Bob. Was it Bob? I think it was Bob that mentioned the bus lane or something in Liverpool, and I didn't know what he meant. So I replied with a question mark. I think past the Adelphi and past, see what's that, barbecue or drug deal. Past the Adelphi and past Lime Street Station and St George's Hall. The paint had worn away, and I think the bus lane is the old painted sign. So no, I don't think it was a bus lane, but there's no other way of getting, you know, to the city centre and down to the docks. Oh, it's a sheep. I saw something red. So this is dodgy because of the bloody cars, narrow lanes and animals, and the other one's just plain boring. The other road via Burnley, I mean. And hell, no wonder my tyres are scalping. What gear am I in first? Good. It's like it's a popular road then, we're being so scenic. Don't panic. Shoring the sheep. Yeah, all that fly tip stuff and even the wreckage of an old car. That's where Paul King stopped and said, look at this. A dunk mattress and a load of old furniture broken up. I'll pull in here at this wide bit. It's nice to stop and carry on, especially with views like this, big valley. Don't say thank you. So going a bit faster, it's like that white knuckle ride at Blackpool. Icon. Not so far now, back to civilization. What's this? Building material or fly tipping. That's fly tipping, isn't it? Some arseholes just dumped a load of shit. Stinks as well, like there's something dead in it. A load of flies in that one. There was a thing in a newspaper, Clitheroe newspaper, saying a load of pigs' feet have been dumped in a stream, and it said they were rotten and stinking. Boxes of them. It said, had they just gone off, they're intended for food, and they didn't know if they were halal. And a load of Muslims were complaining, saying, don't blame us, we wouldn't even consider touching pigs. Why would you just dump boxes of pigs? And they'll come from Spain apparently. So it's just some arsehole, oh, let's dump them in a stream on a country road. We just... What kind of scum would just think that? Let's dump them. It's probably cost a fortune to take them to a proper food disposal, rotten food disposal company. So they just dumped them in this stream. It looks like someone dumped all that crap off a farm or something. If we're dumping cars and rubbish down that big hill, that's another dumping ground, isn't it? Quiet road. Not so far from Burnley. I don't know. Now then, does it say Nelson? Colne, Burnley, well, I'll go this way. Yeah, past the reservoir, that's right. I turned the other way before and got slightly lost. The road seems to go on forever. At least this way, I'm back on the motorway section. Get home quick. Oh, I can't stop yawning. It's a lack of oxygen, isn't it? Not necessarily being tired. It's meant to be a lack of oxygen. How to breathe correctly on a bike. Get some nice deep breaths of this country air. I don't look so bad and not as dry as some. I was going to go and film in Edgeworth because that's meant to be bone dry. Although I tried to find it once and I couldn't find where it was. Oh, yeah. Should I? I always said I like to get off my bike and have a walk up close to one of them, although they're not really the big ones, are they? They're only little them. If that was a turn off for Nelson, I should have slowed down and looked at the sign, although is this another sign? Yeah, it's Nelson 2 mile. 2 mile? What's straight on then? Hebden Bridge 10 mile. That one's blank. Trodden 1 mile. Nice views, a bit hazy though. Got a giveaway sign. Yes. It said Nelson 2 mile, now it says 2.5. Dodgy junction, isn't it? Cow's alright, just having a rest. It's a right nice video on Facebook at the moment. A cow being cuddled and scratched rather than being slaughtered. So there must be gentle creatures underneath, although in the paper it's on a woman who was walking her dog and she'd been attacked by a load of cows because she had babies with them. Yeah, they're dumping rubbish, won't surprise me. I've been here before and it didn't indicate which way was bloody which. We head down this way in the valley where the motorway is. It must head to the bloody motorway. Yes, I'm slightly lost again despite that sign saying Nelson 2 mile where my mate, my beetle bud Kevin lives. See more dump rubbish. Another giveaway sign. Any bloody tell you where we're going. Hebden Bridge, Colne. It said Nelson on the other sign. Does that mean I should have gone left instead of right? Just sign of a motorway down here. Well, there's a town. As long as I get to the bloody motorway, I'll know where I am. Um, 20%. And I'll bed my front brake pads in. Well, there's gravel. I presume that left, that straight on would have gone to Nelson. This is heading for this, which I presume is Colne. That looks familiar, that spire church thing. Which is sort of near the railway station, I think. Cobbles. Cobbled River Bridge. Oh, the hell fine. Ah, yeah, A1 motor store. That's another tit in a loud exhaust fitted car. Here we are, yeah, Colne. And that's the railway station, I was right. So the motorway junction's just down here. This motorway journey isn't pleasant, it seems to go on for bloody ages. Even though it's only about, well, it's a fair way actually. I think it's about 18 miles to home. Blackburn 15 mile. Well, here we are, back in civilization. It was exciting, wasn't it? Why was that E-type Jag going so slow on the motorway? Totally along at 50. Ambulance. Should have put his siren on if he's in a rush, long before the junction twerk. That car was pipping his horn to notify me of its presence.